أيوة تمام. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back in the COVID-19 conference, which is a list of programs that help you cope with the COVID-19 boring, stress, and the trauma. So today we will introduce a different way to cope with the COVID-19 stress, which is the handcrafts and handmade activities and hobbies like sewing, crochet, and so on, by Dr. Amal Sherourou. Welcome, Dr. Amal, and thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you very much for inviting me to this conference. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Amal Sherourou. I am dentist back home. I studied here, dental assistant, office administration. I attend some workshops and so on, so to build up my skills. Maybe you will ask what is the relationship between dentist and craft and handmade things. I like to work with my fingers. I like to work with my hands, and I hope to put smile on every face. So I inspire all the people to have or start a hobby that it let them release their strength time. بما انه احنا قاعدين في البيت فقلت انه قاعدين هلا في وقت الكوفيد فاحنا اكيد يعني اندر تنشن وستريس وملين ورايحين جايين to the kitchen eating and putting on weight. I decided to take your hands away from your mouth and let it start a hobby. What is a hobby? A hobby is the thing, a relationship between you and yourself. This is the time you spend it with yourself. You will have fun, you enjoy, you like it. That's what is a hobby. I work hard on myself. As you know, maybe most of us, they have basic things learned from their parents, from mom, from grandma, from like knitting, sewing, crochet, a lot of things. And maybe you saw your neighbors, your friends, your relatives, they are doing handmade things and they sell it. And they are very proud of what they did for their business. And that's my point. I want to encourage you to start your first step. I will open a big gate for you to enter the world of hobbies and handmade things. I decided to take knitting and loom knitting. It is from the old ages until now. It never stops. Also, a lot of techniques come on each procedure, on each machine, on each thing they do. I mean, or they invented. I would like first to take you in a trip. I hope you are relaxed and fasten your seatbelt and don't forget your mask. I'll take you away in the hobbies and handmade things, or a brief history about knitting. Most of us, they know about the Viking knitting. You know what Viking? Viking knitting from old ages. They use the wire to make suits for the soldiers, and now it stopped. You can see only this one in movies and for jewelries. It has a tool for jewelry. I am deciding to make my own tool. See, I am so creative. I want you to be creative like me, or more than me. I want to learn from you also. Okay. The second thing is called nail pending. What is nail pending? Nail pending is they use a piece of wood. It comes with different shape. Must be used in natural material. They make loops on the hands, and they enter the needle in different direction. It comes with thin, thick, flat, round, whatever. This is very expensive knitting. I just share like search the fingerless gloves. It was 400 something. This is the nail bending. Also, we have something called lucette. Lucette. You see, this is a fork. It's called also a fork knitting. This lucette, it comes with the wood and also different shape. They make figure 8 on this one and make a stitch, because at all time they don't have buttons, they don't have buttonhole or anything, so they use the rope to do this knitting. Also, we have something called this is a funny name, crochet. It's called crochet or loop knitting. This loop knitting, there is this one, this tool. It comes, this is an old, from old collection I do. And they come up with this tool also. It depends on the loop. It goes in, the thread goes in here and making loops. If you are interested, you can search and do this. Also, then they go through the hook, what is called the crochet. Of course, there is different kind of hooks, different kind of crochet needles, and it has a special technique and it needs some skills. You have to learn some more skills. Also, there is, they came up with the crochet hook to make the texture of knitting. The texture of knitting. They make it with called is knocking. Knocking is a crochet hook. It has a hole or the open eye. They put on the thread and they make the knitting. It also needs some experience or different technique. We'll go back to the knitting. The knitting, the normal knitting, all of us. Before I go to the normal knitting, I want to tell you that everyone has skills in field, in somewhere. You have skill, you are skilled. This person is skilled in this material, this person is skilled in here and that, and so on. And also, you are skilled in any way, but some people, they improve their skills with the training, with learning, with doing the new technique, the new instrument, and so on. Some people, they stop. No, I don't want to work this, and they forgot it. Our aim is to let you go back to improve your skills and go back to your home hobbies or home handmade things. Any of us remembering this tool? This is wood. It has nails. My parents or my family, they do this for the small kids with a nail, and we make loops, and make it so long. We were proud of what they are doing, and they let us do this. This is, maybe we don't know the name. What is it? It's loom, but we don't know that it is loom. You see it everywhere. Loom knitting is very easy. It is part of knitting. Let me talk a little bit about knitting. Let's wait until Adam comes. I cannot stop. Let's talk about knitting. Knitting needs separate lessons, and it is with 2 needles, 3 needles, 5 needles, 10 needles, whatever you want. It comes with different size, length, and also it's supposed to match the needle with the thread you are using. It needs special technique and skills. Also, they came up with the round circular needle. This circular needle, it makes round. You can make it seamless. You can start, knitting need to sewing on the sleeves, the neck, the sides, sewing. But this one, it makes no sewing. This is the normal knitting. Then the people, because knitting always on demand, and always like it is a fashion and always in demand. And they came up with many useful things. They came up, and then everybody like go and buy a knitting things. Then they want to make it the knitting because it's on demand. They want to make a knitting machine. They have a lot of knitting machines. Of course, the knitting machines at home is different than the knitting machine in the factories. This is manual. This is part of my knitting machine. It is manual. You just go and forward, backward, and give you uh, very fast knitting. And the texture of knitting with the knitting machine is different than the hand knitting. If you can see, it's different. And there is also side, it needs technique, it needs skills and learning skills. Then the people at all time or in the 20s, they need something more fast. What they did now it's called pal knitting pal. This is, I think it's kind of loom. I can say it's old when I was searching years until I could find it. It is useful. They were using it at home. You just put it on the table. There is here, and it is different numbers of these, and you use this one. It comes well for one, or 2 or 3 or 4. This is makes 4 rows, 4 lines at one time. You are doing 4 lines at one time. They want to do it very fast because it is in demand. And they want to sell, to do what the market needs. The people, they said, why we don't have something easy between the knitting and the knitting machine, and they came up with loom. Loom is a general name. Most of us they know what is loom. Loom is a fixed thing. They build it on a table or on from wood, and they put either nails or plastic or wood or whatever it is. It's for different things. There is two major kinds of loom. The knitting loom, this is, for example, one of it, the knitting loom, and there is waving loom. You know what is waving loom? This is, for example, waving loom. You just put the thread and come up and down, up and down, up and down. This is the waving loom. There is also a new wavings. It's no time to show you. It is square or rectangle or triangle or hexagon and so on. I start the loom knitting when I was, as I said, when we are young, we use this machine or this tool, which is called French knitting. French knitting. Now we have a manual tool. It's with me. It comes round and round and make it just by hand, and so it comes long as much as you want. After the loom knitting, this is an old loom knitting I have. This is very old. I don't know, since long time I was teaching my daughter on it. And I said, this is a flower loom or for decoration, but I use it for many things. I will go first before I expand for the loom knitting. I want to show you what you can do with loom. Let's start. For example, hats. Infinity scarf. This infinity scarf, when I made the loom, I came up with this technique and I posted on the net a long time ago. I don't know how to go back to it. It's my first technique I do it. We can make set, shawl, cowl. You put, this is a set. You can make blanket, afghan, shawl, poncho, clothes, plover, many things you can make. You can make headbands. This headband, I made it with this one. Very easy. I'll show you how to do it soon. This is headband. And you see, any way you wear it, it's the same stitch. And it's very easy. This I think, it will take you 15 minutes, 20 minutes to do it. This one. You can make slippers. Very easy to make a slipper. Mittens. This is for my granddaughter. This mitten, I watched different kinds of videos and I came up with my own technique to do this. It takes an hour to do these both things, both mitten. You can make gloves. This part of a glove, I made my technique, and this is from the others. I'm not fully satisfied. I came up with idea to mix looms with another's to come up with a new technique. As I said, this is for a newborn. This one is done with this one. This socks. This hat. Similar, it's this one, but it's more numbers of pets. Whatever you want to do, you can do. There is no limit. There is no limit. You can make table runners, bed cover. you can with the flower loom knitting. This is flower loom. It's a flower loom. This is flower. It comes round and square. You can do flowers by waving flowers, and then you just tie it in the middle, and you need to know little bit of crochet so you can join the flowers together to make up uh, very big bed sheet. Socks. This is so beautiful. I They start from top to toe. I make the technique to start from toe to top. This is my technique, and it is very, I found it's very neat. So there is no limit to our loom knitting. There is no limit at all. You can make a set of everything. I will show you something. This is the comb. You see the comb? This is a loom. You can make knitting on it. People, they do comb knitting. They came up with, this is a comb knitting tool, but they named it pocket knitter. To make the pockets for there is a technique for the pockets when you are doing knitting. So they came up with uh, a different skills. What we will do with how we will start or buy our loom. What you will think I do with my loom. You can do your own loom. You can do your own loom. Just practice. If you want to start your step, you need to go start uh, creative many things to meet with your needs. You can make loom with tissue box. You can cut this part or the other part and make up and down on the same sequence of measurement and cut it, and it will be loom, round loom. If you didn't do your hobby and you stop using your hand, creative, stop using your knowledge, history of learning things, everything will stop. I want to tell you, knitting or skills, it comes from generation to generation. Each generation add a new technique for this kind of hobby. For example, if any person they are making a business, maybe when you go to this, you will take it as a hobby, but then you learn a new technique. So we'll add it to this technique, and maybe it will be your business. And when you do it with love, when you like doing this hobby, and you are turning it to a business, you guarantee your success because you do it with yourself. That's what I want to tell you. When most of us, we know that we are raised learning basic things. I used to sit beside my mom, my aunties, my relatives, and listen what they are talking about. They are talking about knitting. My mom was so skilled, and she teach neighbors, friends, relatives to do knitting and many things. I listened to them. I remember I was grade 5. I start do knitting what I learned. I was in grade 5. What they say about a stitch, I take from scrap yarn my mom had and do it. See, this is a grade 6. Look at this one. That's what I am saying from generation to generation. You pass your passion to your children. When they see you doing very beautiful things, they will share it with others. They will be happy. Oh, look, my mom did this, my mom did that. And they will, later on, they will do. If you didn't give them the chance to start, they will not do. Loom knitting counts. As I said, loom knitting counts in single, 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 single one for special purpose. This is, as I said, loom flower knitting, but you can use it for different things. This is baby scarf, and I used to make a small baby hat. It is okay. It comes with round and long. This one, it has set of 4. This one, set of 4 sizes. This is, you can do round. See, there is no seam. And you can do also flat panel, flat, open. This is a flat panel. You can make scarf, you can make a blanket, you can make many things. This one is the set of 4, long, very long, and smaller, smaller, smaller. I will show you the difference between round and see the difference. This is both sides. It has the same stitch. So no need to say it is front or back. This is the straight loom. This one, it has front and back. This is the round loom. When you are deciding to buy a set of loom, a set of straight loom, we have to look for this one. This called pig. Pig is the one that we make the loop on it. This loom, the straight one, I'll take this one. The straight one, it makes double knitting for both sides. Double knitting. It makes round knitting because we have this side peg. This side peg. It makes flat. You can start from here, go backward to here. Start from here, go back to here. This is, and it this is, as I said, comes single. And also, if you are just want to do your only, I want the trend, it's coming that with only hat, I need only for hat, they made a single hat, a single loom. I want to show you here. This round, I said, this is a different stitch. This is different stitch. This is backward. This is the front side. If you see, this is the front side. This is the set of 4. Baby, teen, adult, toddler, you can do with this one. The long loom, I'll show you the long loom how it comes also with snip. Four. This is the set of 4. If you are only you want to make your infinity scarf, there is a one with only infinity for the scarf. See here, it doesn't have this peg here. You can only for doing double side. This one I bought it and I teach my daughter. She did the infinity scarf with 4 skinnies. The skinny is this one they call skinny, or this one. It takes her 4 hours to finish it. She made it very, very, very long, very long. And then her friend, they saw what she did. They came up to me, and they were sitting, and I'm giving them everyone a gnome. They bought their own yarn, and they start doing. I hope I have this picture to show it to you, because this is the inspiration that we need. We need you to start a hobby that you like. Then they said, oh, this is very fixed, and only we need to learn the big yarn. But it's not only for the big yarn. You can add 2 yarn together to make it thicker. Very thin yarn will be loose. Very thick yarn will be yarn. It will be very thick. They came up. Oh, the people are so interested, and they want to do more and more and more. What shall we do? Okay, there is only don't forget this one. The tool you are needing it is only the hook, and you need tapestry needle, or sometimes you need a crochet hook with no skills, just to make the ends. It's to make it easy for you. They said, let us make it easier and faster for the people. They came up with the rotating glue. You put the yarn, and when they told you I made a loom with in 30 minutes, it is okay. This is they made a hat in 30 minutes. They did a hat in 30 minutes. I did it. I took the time on, and I made it. This one, it doesn't have row counter, so it takes me more time, like more minutes more, to count the rows. I have another machine. It comes with row counter, and it's bigger loom. If you are interested in having loom, and you like to have many kinds of loom, but you need only to have one loom, you have this called adjustable loom. This is very useful, very nice. It makes flower loom. You can add the numbers of beads you want. It makes it round. I can show you here. Make because it's closed. It's called round. It makes rectangle, square, long loom, circle, and you can make on it also waving. When you make it, put it the biggest number of this, put it together, and you can make waving on it. This is ideal. I want to give you an advice. You find this one in its package, the other one in its package, the other one in its package. It is my advice for you. Keep the package. Don't throw the package away. You have to keep it, because when I'm done, I return back to its package. It's easy to store for storage. I can put box over box over box. But when it is round here, and this one and this one, no. Then they said, oh, people are enjoying loom knitting. So let's come up with another idea. The people who know knitting, they know that there is difference between gathering here. I take all the stitch and gather it together, and between, to make it just fit. For example, a hat. They came with adjustable loom. This loom, I like it. It is so flexible. It's called a flexible flexi loom. You can put it in your pocket. It doesn't take space. And when I need to reduce the amount of stitch I need, I remove one of these things because I don't want to remove it now. I remove it, and there is two, one in small gauge and the other in big gauge. What is the gauge? What are talking about gauge? Gauge is the distance between two pegs. Gauge is the distance between two pegs. This is match the big yarn or a thick yarn. When we go advanced, we can talk about the yarn and the numbers of stitches, thread in the yarn. This one is a small gauge. It goes for thin yarn, thin yarn. This is what is called the gauge. So they make it with big gauge and small gauge. Then when we reduce, for example, I work this stitch and then I reduce from here to, from here to, from here to, and I remove it. So it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller until the desired number of stitch I need. I like you to start your loom knitting. This is very easy, no skills needed, and seamless and very fast. When you do loom knitting, it is very, very fast. I'll show you how to start loom knitting, for example. Very easy technique. Just we do a slip knot. I will make on a straight one and then make on a round one. This is loop. This is loop. This is loop. I think all of you can do this. Okay. This is the first one. Then I go around and make another loop. I need the hook. This is the hook. Just I need to pull from up, from the, the lower one to the upper one, up and down, and so on, and so on. Then push it back again and do it again. The way you are making the loop, the way it makes a different, oh my God. Oh my God.
السلام عليكم أمل.
ايوه مفتوح بس انا مش عارفه اطلع تاني ازاي. يعني انا مفتوح
هو
اللون.
احنا شايفينك وسامعين صوتك يعني يعطيك
يعني
العافية.
طب كيف
مطلوب
انا مش
منك
عارفه
معلش
هلا انتم بتشوفوني؟ المهم انتم بتشوفوني.
شايفينك وسامعينك، بس سؤال معلش تنزل الكاميرا شوي على اساس نقدر نشوف ايدك اوضح.
هيك احسن.
ايوه عافاكي ايه.
طيب. هلا اللوم نيتنج للسيركل للدائره هاخذ واحد صغير هوريكم اياه. very very easy. شايفين هيك؟ the same technique. The same technique. And from up and down, up and down, up and down. I want to ask you, are you going to start a hobby? And are you going to start with this simple hobby? Can I hear someone?
بجي عبالي بنتي تبلش فيها.
مش
بس
بس
اذا
على
اذا اذا
فكرة
البنات بدهم يبلشوا، شو بتنصحي اي شيء يبلشوا فيه؟ هل سكارف اسهل؟
السكارف هو سهل وسريع، والهيد باند هو سهل وسريع. مثل ما قلت لك يعني هاي أنا أول ما علمت في ناس على الهيد باند ما شاء الله يعني بسرعة بسرعة خلصوها. الطاقية بتخلص بسرعة. بعدين هن رح يتعلموا يشتغلوا أكثر، حيبحثوا أكثر، رح يشوفوا إنه كيف بدهم يعملوا. شوف الميتنز بتاخذ ساعة، بس إذا بنتك ما شافتك إنك أنت تعلمتي وعلمتيها هي ما حتعرف لحالها. بدك أنت تعطيها هذا الحب وتشجعيها كيف تعمل. أنا حابة لكم كمان أذكر إنه الخرز له لوم. بتصدقوا خرز له لوم؟ بناتكم واولادكم بيعرفوا اللوم اللي بيعمل البريسلتس، اللوم اللي بيعمل البريسلتس بيشوفوه وبيعرفوه. فهن عندهم similar، يعني عندهم similar to this. فسهل عليهم انهم يتعلموا اللوم. وبعدين الاطفال والاولاد سريعين جدا بانهم يتعلموا هذا الشيء، وانهم proud of themselves. وصار انه اللي يتعلموا عندي انهم يشجعوا بعض، وبعدين يفرجوا بعض what they are doing. You remember the flower loom? This one of the flower loom, for example, you can make flowers decoration. فهي ممكن تعمل decoration لغرفتها. الويفنج لوم وبتعملي سكارف وبتعملي بلانكت وبتعملي شنطة، بتعملي عم تشوفوا شايفين انه انا ما بعرف ليش راحت السكرين راحت مني.
لا شايفينك احنا كمان.
هي السكار اللي بتعملي هذا فيه اسمه يعني مانيوال، هذا لوم نتنج، بس يعني بنعمل بيلد اون على كرتون. انا بشتغل يا جماعه يعني لما بدي اشتغل شغله بدرسها جدا، وما بشتري اي شيء من غير ما ادرسه ومن غير ما اكتشف شو هو ولايش. ومثل ما حكيت انا باخذ تكنيك from here to there from here to there وبدمجهم مع بعض وبطلع came up with an idea. هاي أنا عندي simple very simple لوم يمكن من أنا بنت، بس أنا هلأ فوق ال20 ها. هذا اللوم كل ما بدي أعمل بتطلعي فوق تحت فوق تحت فوق تحت. فأنا لقيت هاي وعملتها لنفسي بالكرتون عشان تجي، عشان أعمل بسحب هيك اللوم بيطلع لي فوق، بنزل هيك اللون بيطلع لي الخطوط اللي تحت. شوف الايزي اللي انت بكره حتخترعي تكنيك خاص فيكي انت. هذا اللوم اللي هو فور سوكس لوم. في انواع كثير للسوكس لوم وفي انواع كثير للطواقي. هذا كمان بتوسع اصغر اكبر. شوف قديش بيهتموا الناس باللوم وبالهاند ميد ثينجز. على فكره اذا رحتوا انتم على مايكلز مثلا يعني بتلاقوا كثير وحده جايه هي وزوجها ختيار وختياره عشان تشتري صوف، عشان تشتغل تعمل نيتنج، تعمل يعني ما بيوقفوا. الناس بتشجع الهاند ميد ثينجز. السكيلز اللي عندك انت لازم you have to improve it. You have to improve your skills. This is very easy technique. يعني لو جبتي هذا اللوم لبنتك شوفي. وأنا بحتفظ بكل الكتب والكتالوجات اللي بتكون اللي بتيجي مع الكتب كلها بحتفظ فيها. هذا الويفنج هذا تبع مارتا ستيوارت، هو غالي موجود بمايكلز وموجود طبعا اوردر، وهو بيعمل راوند ولونج. وهو هذا لقيته تقريبا اكبر لوم ممكن يصير. هذا كبير كتير يعني حاولت اني اعمل عليه سويتر from يعني لحجم كبير اكبر ما يمكن سويتر. ف هذا تحتفظي انت باللومز. you can keep it for yourself. Thank you Jamie. This is my daughter-in-law. She is so inspired. She wants to start her loom knitting today, so I prepared for her things and she bought a lot of yarn. So my way of inspiring people, I show them and make it easy for them. So you start. See this shawl? This is a blanket. I made one like this. For if your husband said, why are you going to buy this? We don't have budget. So tell him, no, I'm going to make a tie for you. So اعملي له جرافي لزوجك واعطيها هدية. I hope I can go back to my, okay. بدي اسأل مين عنده استعداد انه يلاقي هواية محببة له انه هو يعملها؟ مين عنده هذا الاستعداد؟ في ناس في معنا كثير عندنا ناس عندها استعداد انها تعمل اللوم نتنج.
انا حبيتها صراحة يعني especially انه easy.
It's very easy.
عن التليفونات بعدنا شوي عن التليفون بتخلي الواحد ينتفي.
Yeah, I didn't mention yet. أنا بس خليني أقول لك شغلة قبل ما أنساها، إنه اللي بتشوفي إنك أنت بتقولي ما عندي وقت، طب أنت عم تقعدي بالمطبخ 10 ساعات و20 ساعة على التليفون و15 ساعة على الواتساب. So you have time. أوكي ما عندك بادجت؟ لا عندك بادجت، بتروحي على نفرض كوسكو ولا على anyway جروسري ولا أي شيء، بتلمي بتحطي بالثلاجة، بعدين بعد كم يوم بتكبي. So you are wasting your money. But this one is not a money, you don't waste. And you keep it for long. And it make you happy. You say, oh, شوفوا أنا شو عملت. This is for my son. This is for my daughter. This is for my husband. والله أنا أولاد ابني, they are waiting for their sets. They wait. Tita, I want this color. I want this color. I ask them and I let them share it. So يعني هلا انتوا تشجعتوا انكم تبتدوا معنا هوبي؟
ليكي تصديقا لكلامك، انا وانس بيفور لما كنت بالكويت رحنا على مطرح اللي هي بتلوني على الفخار. انا كنت اول مره بلون يعني، وطبعا لونت اشياء خرابيط يعني، بس قعدت تقريبا شي ساعتين 3 بالمطرح، ولما بلشت لون طلعت برات الدنيا كلها يعني، حسيت عن جد ريلاكس والواحد عم يعمل شيء تاني. انه الواحد اذا بلش لومين بيبعد شوي على التليفون بتروق اعصابه شوي، عرفتي؟
فعلا انا اليوم اللي ما بشتغل فيه بكون بتنشن فظيع تنشن. يمكن بتعرفي محل بركات هذا كان عنده كثير، هو مختص بالاشياء الهاند والهدول، فكنت روح لعنده، كانت تروح اختي معي تقول لي طيب انت طب هي عم تشتريها ليش؟ ولا طب قريت عليها هي ليش؟ انا بعرف هلا تعلمت انه ليش لشو بتنعمل، فانا اخذت هاي التول، بس انا واثقه انه انا رح اشتغل عليها. يعني don't waste your money if you are not going to start. And I want to tell you, start the first step. Okay, 1000 mile, it start with one step. لو انت مثلا اليوم قلتي انا بدي اشتغل باللوم، خلص انا عجبني اللوم وبدي اشتغل فيه، طيب اوكي، اكيد عندك تبع الكيتشن، اكيد عندك تبع هذا، يمكن عندك شيء صوف قديم عندك ولا شيء. start. If you didn't start, you said, oh, I will do, I'll go and buy. And by the way, it's available, most of it is available at Walmart in normal price and at Michael and online. I ordered the professional things online. فيعني صارت الشغله بتوصل لعندك على البيت. So you have to start a hobby. This is, as I told you, no need for experience. Sometimes you need some technique, you have to ask or to watch or to study. I work hard on myself. I never go like before bed without learning anything. Wallahi, yesterday only I knew some people, they are doing with the small one, they are doing something, so I'm so interested. This one, they make slipper, baby socks, and they make hand bag for the small kids. اللي عندك بنت صغيرة تحطي لها هيك bag, purse. It's very useful. So you have to learn. Nobody born learning. All of us, we gain experience and knowledge. Any questions? I am so happy to have like some people that they are interested and they are going to start their hobby. Our series of hobbies, it will not stop, of course. We are going to do sewing, beading, crochet. I have many things. It's hard, needs some skills and some easy thing. We are going to expand, but this is, I am ready to answer your question and to ask me the tools you need. As I told you, then the tool you are needing, it comes a set with a hook and loom and tapestry needle, just a tapestry needle. This is what you need. As I told you, you need crochet hook for some areas, but it doesn't necessary. You can do it in your hand. And I will tell you something. My experience I did. For example, I am doing, there is, as I show you, there is front and back. Can you see? Front and back. There is rib stitch. There is many stitches. What I do, I put marker. So at this stitch, I have to do this. I am using the rubber band, the small rubber band. You find it at Dollarama or anywhere. يعني craft زي بيعملوا البريسلت منها, and I make my marker. You have many markers. By the way, I don't want to show you what I have. I have a lot of things. I study, learn, practice, and go and buy. I practice on my own, put up my idea, and do what I want, buy what I want. I want to show you something else. See this, when I am working, this is hand writing for doctor handwriting. It's very bad. So I put ملاحظة, a note for this one. I took it from here. This idea, I took it from the other thing. I put it together. This idea, I took it from there. Then I add these ideas together with my idea and came up with a new technique. I want you to reach the point of creative, because you have skills. You are skilled in many areas. As you said, انه كنت عملتي painting. I attend glass painting, fabric painting, silk painting, ceramic flowers, cake decoration. I forgot it. Cake decoration and many things. So please start your hobby and start the time you are enjoying. Today I was relaxed. I'm drinking my coffee and I did something. Oh, it is good. So next day I will make it longer. The other day I make it longer, and you will be fresh. And you want to finish your kitchen, your work at home, and come back to your hobby. Did we reach this point, ladies?
And I think I did. بلشت انا عم خطط هلا لاعمل سكارف ولا اعمل ثرو للبيت.
Yes, you have to.
ان شاء الله هيك تزيد الهمه باذن الله.
ان شاء الله.
بدي اعمل سكارف. قلتي لي which piece انا بشتري اي وحده؟
اذا بس سكارف فقط. اذا انت بدك تعملي لنفسك
سكارفز،
يعني انت انفينيتي سكارف هو هذا بيجي سنجل. انا هذا بتذكر، شوفوا انا هذا بتذكر اخذته من Walmart long time ago $11. Now I think it is 20s something. The round set I took it $14.99. Now it is $26, $25, something like this. If you are planning to have to work not only a scarf, and you want to be creative and to do many things. I prefer this one.
نقول بلانكت أمل مثلا أي.
Yes, blanket. في لوم سبيشال بيقولوا له افغان لوم، بس انا يعني ما بدي اعقدكم منه من هلا. في افغان لوم، في انفينيتي لوم، في روتيتنج لوم بيدور بتدوريه انت بايدك وانت قاعده على سهوله ايدك. في مثل ما قلت لكم الفليكسي لوم، وفي اللونج لوم. اللونج لوم I like it. Can I have this one? This long loom can maybe 17, 16. Now it is over 26, 27 or something. هذا بيجي الطويل الخضراء long one. هي اللونج عملت عليها بيبي بلانكت. وطبعا I add crochet corner، بس هو هديته لحدا يعني لحدا. الصغير هذا السكارف للأولاد I make it to my grandchildren. I make it this size. للكبار في اللي لونه أزرق منه نفس الست هذا for scarf. As I said, it is very good and very unique. You can use it for many things. And I will remind you. Let's talk about this. The small one. This is the smallest loom of the set, the smallest set. As I told you, this one make double knitting, front and back the same stitch. I made jacket for this one. You remember, Jamie, the blue jacket? Blue jacket. Okay, there is sizes. If you want to make a blanket, you can make with the longest one. You start from here. You make marker on your anchor. This is the beginning, for example, and you start from here and end up here. So you go back again. It will make a flat panel. Make flat, you know, and it has the wrong and يعني وش وقفة. So you need a stitch, different stitch to make it flat. There is something called tension. Tension in knitting all over the world. They know this tension. لما بتعملي knitting بالسياخ أو الإبر بتلاقي إنه بيلف أو من تحت بتلف. هو هذا اسمه التنشن. والتنشن هذا يعني you can get rid of it by using different stitches or يعني في تكنيك خاص إنك بتعمليه. يعني قطب في there is a lot of stitches on this one. I want to mention something. For example, you and your friend, you are doing the same project. She choose this color and you choose this color. Why hers more beautiful than mine? Yani, you come with up this idea. Why? Number one, the yarn they are using. Number two, the loom they are using, maybe different loom she knows. The what is called gauge between the looms. The tension, your hand. One time I was teaching my friend to make hat. She brought the round one. I told her, don't make tension. She made it that she cannot flip the stitch from here to here. Very, very tight. So we don't want this tight. There is many stitches, many ways to start, many ways to bind off, many ways to reduce this tension. Please, I am ready to help you. And please read and watch. The internet is full of many ideas. As I said, you take it from me, you take it from her, you take it from the internet, you take from here, you might came up with an easy way for yourself. That's what I came up for. There is it's called pearl stitch. They have a technique, I don't know, take it off and put it back. Then I found myself doing it with a way that it comes with very, very easy. I am very happy when I'm doing the successful things. I have to to put videos for this skill that we have to made it and to learn it. If you have any hobby or any skill or anything, please share us. We like to learn. We like to learn, we like to teach and to give our experience and knowledge. I have in my mind a lot of knowledge that it is not only for these simple things. I have many things I learned myself besides some courses I take sometimes online or I attend something. That's what I want you to know. Okay, any questions?
Thank you so much.
أمل
That was
بس
actually
سوري
great.
تفضل.
Sorry, I just have a couple of questions from the live. So how hard is it for a beginner to learn? Like how hard and how fast? Like how long does it take for a beginner to start doing like simple stuff, a hat or a scarf?
It said there is for beginners. If you watch YouTube, for example, it said you will start with the simple way. Very, very simple. Making this loop, making up and down, and they came up with a hat or a scarf. Then after that, you are satisfied with this thing. It's okay. It's very nice. You like it, but you enjoy. This enjoyable time led you to have more experience to cope with any mistake. As I said, for beginner, if you are making a scarf for your son, for beginner, takes you, if it's a cowl, it takes you 1.5 hours, I can say, if a cowl. If it's an infinity scarf, it takes you 4 or 5 hours. And with not very, not complicated skills, just as I show you. See, yeah, I'm just taking this.
أمل علي لنا إيدك لفوق. Yeah.
Up, down, up, see. By the way, yeah, just you need patience, yeah, as she said. You need patience to, don't give up. This is the point I want. Don't give up with when you start. Oh, I'm not succeed. Oh, why the edges is coming with this loop. Then it is, stay calm. There's something that when you start, the loop it's come very loose. So I use my hand, my fingers to make it, or with the crochet hook that I am talking about. This to make it very unique. This crochet hook.
سوري أمل، يعني هيدا الطرف اللي تحت عشان على بعضه انت بتعملي خيط تاني بالسناره؟
لا ما خيط تاني، هي خليني اشوفك اياها. انا لما بتطلع عندك اللوب لتحت بتبقى upside down يعني هيك. فانا اخذت اول لوب ومسكت اللوب الثاني. I'll show you. Let me take off this one, no problem.
اعملي لنا واحده ثانيه مش مشكله ديانا. هيك
رح اقيمها هي. It doesn't matter. رح اقيمها هي.
بيرجع فيكي ترجعي مرة تانية سيم ولا لا؟
ايه بصير، بس بدك يعني هو حتفلت منك القطب. ف يعني انا بقدر، بس انت يعني اذا انت بيجنر حتكون صعبة عليكي. بس the most important thing that you can build it again. You know what I mean? You can take it off and you can, oh, I didn't succeed. Okay. Let me do this one for you. And I have. شوفوا هو لما بيطلع معك loops هيك at the beginning or at the end. مبينة معكم اللوبس؟ اوكي. أنا أخذت أول لوب حطيتها بالثانية.
علي ايدك
I take
انا
it.
مش شايفين.
هيك منيح.
ايه
I take the loop and put it in the crochet hook. I took the other loop.
يا امل.
هيك منيح.
إيه.
اوكي بدك هاي اللوب ودخلتها باللي بعدها and I took it لاني عم بعملها بالمقلوب. اوه شوفوا بينت معكم الإدج كيف صارت؟
لا عم تنزلي ايدك تحت مش شايفينها صراحه.
بينت الإدج هيك.
ايه بس انت لما عملتيها ما شفنا منيح. اذا ما
اوكي
علقت منيح.
هلا هي اللوب اللي عندي.
ايه
وهي اللوب الثانية وانا دخلتها من اللوب اللي قبلها.
وبتاخدي اللي بعدها.
ايه هلا هون هي قطبه فلتانه بعدين انا بظبط لكم اياها بس حقول لكم كيف هاخذ اللي بعدها هلا. هي هيك شايفين بينت معكم؟ اوكي عم باخذ اوكي باي ذا واي عم باخذ انا وحده من اليمين وحده من اليسار، وحده من اليمين وحده من اليسار، عشان هيك بيطلع معك الادجز very nice edges.
واذا بدك تشكلي لونين ببعض it will be the same.
اوكي
سوري
لونين ببعض
كثير
هذا
شوي.
اختراع اللي انا اخترعته.
اوكي
لونين ببعض اللي انا اخترعته. هلا لكم انا اللونين ببعض رح افتح وحده واحط كمان two yarns together. Okay, I'll take the blue one and white one. Okay. هلا هي البلو عندي بدي ادخل لونين مع بعض. اذا بدك ستريبس يعني انه راوند يعني يكون انه هيك شوي لون اخضر بعدين احمر بعدين ازرق بعدين هيك. It's very easy. You just cut يعني cut the thread and then you add it, you join it and do the same technique. But if you want it to be like this shawl, as I said, this one, you go. بين معكم؟ رحت أنا هون تركت وحدة رحت عند الثانية، تركت وحدة رحت عند الثانية، تركت وحدة رحت عند الثانية. Did you see؟ You see؟ I skipped on it. بس إنه تركت وحدة لأنه هدول مشبكين ب another loom عم بشتغل عليهم، بس حفرجيكم الأيديا. أوكي؟ أنا عملت له secure لهذا هون. جيت للون الثاني لنفرض انا عم باخذ هذا اللون. اوكي ببتدي فيه من البيجز اللي انا تركتهم فاضيين. خليني ابتدي من هي هون. شوفوا انا رحت هون 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 هون. بين معكم؟
اوكي
هي عملت هي هون. اوكي بيجي هلا الاذر لاين الاذر يعني ستيب اللي ايش بشتغل كل لون بحط فوقه نفس اللون تبعه نفس الطريقه نفس التكنيك. بشتغل عادي بقلب وحده ورا الثانيه.
وكل واحد لازم نعمل له سكيور زي ما انت عملتي على الرايت.
لا انا بدي اقول لكم يعني انا عملت هلا سكيور هيك ليش؟ لانه لما بتكوني هذا لانه انا بيجيننج. لما بيكون عندك انت قطبه تحت بس بتقلبيها عليه وخلص.
اوكي
you flip the last stitch
اللي تحت صح
تقلبيها هيك خلص بطل الخيط يفلت معك ابدا. بعدين the way you are making the loops gives you the texture of the knitting. You know, if I make this one zigzag like here zigzag, I go this way and go back way. But if you make it on each color, you will end up with this one. This is stock knit stitch. طبعا عندنا الستitches اللي عنده هي كلكم بتعرفوها وش وقفة اللي هي knit and purl وفي عندنا stock knit اللي هي knit and purl. هي stock knit اللي هي بنقول عليها جيرسي بيقولوا عنها شغل الصوف العادي. وهي فرونت وهي باك تبعها. بعدين انت وصل للتنشن تقدري تعملي كل سطر بيرل وسطر نت. يعني لما بتعملي بالراوند هي اكثر شيء بتبين بالراوند فبيطلع لك اللي كله هيك مقلوب هيك. مثلا بدك تقلبيها تطلع لك هي القطبة، بيقولوا لها garter stitch. لما انتوا بدكم تبتدوا، لما بدكم انتوا تعملوا، ولما بدكم انتوا تشوفوا اليوتيوب اللي انتوا بدكم اياه، او بدكم تسالوني انا شو اللي بدكم يعني شو كيف نستارت وكيف نعمل، ان شاء الله يعني انا ready to answer your question and to help you in finding this.
بس سؤال تاني امل بليز، في انواع الصوف اللي هي بتحرقص تحسيها بتشكر بالراس او مثلا لما
لكن هلا اعطيتيني فرصه اني احكي على الصوف.
اذا مشغوله ولا بدك تنهي قولي بنوقف.
I need one yarn. It has a label on it. I did one. Do you have? Yeah. Give me this. Okay. I want to show you something else. Let me show you something very important in choosing your yarn. I put it upside down. Okay. Every yarn, it has label on it. Label on it. If you are doing crochet, or if you are doing knitting, if you are doing, you want to know what kind of yarn you need. This yarn, it said number 4. It means I have 4 strings inside here. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see this one?
يعني 4 خطوط ملفوفين على بعض، 4 خيوط.
أيوة 4 خطوط مع بعض. This yarn is number 6. بس هذا يعني مش عاملينه، هذا أعتقد إنه هذا synthetic مش يعني صوف، فهذا number 6. شوفي قديش هذا number 4، هذا number 6. There is difference. هذا لو اشتغلته أنا على البيج جوج لوم بيطلع لي very beautiful هذا. واللي الترند اللي طالعه موضه مع البومبوم، I got pompon here to add it to. I have pompon. Okay, there's to put on the يعني بتشتغلي هات هي انا هي بعملها demonstration، وتحطي هذا البومبوم عليها تطلع بتجنن. with this one. This one, it comes like the sloky hat. It's good because it's thin. Okay, let's talk about the yarn. They said number 4. So we know what is number 4 mean. It means how many strings inside. This one, it show you a square. Can you see? باينة معكم؟ Hello?
شايفين إيمان؟ أمل شايفينهم
يلا ما بعرف الماوس قدامي، وكل ما بتيجي ايدي عليه I don't know what's happening. That's why. Okay. فبتقول لنا هون هاي السكوير هذا. وين السكوير؟ هذا السكوير. إنه لو أنا اشتغلت 10 stitches and made 10 rows with this number of needle or this number of crochet hook, it gives me the size of 10 by 10, for example, or 4 by 4. It shows you that the number here. So if I am doing knitting or crochet, I have to notice this one. So it means, okay, I need 10 centimeter to do or 50 centimeter to do this project, for example. So it means 4 centimeter, it makes 10 stitch. So how many stitches I need a calculation for this. Yeah, you know, and you know how much you need also. See, this is with the crochet hook, and this is with the needle hook. سنارتين وهي سنارة، وهي رقم هذا. اللوم نيتنج ما بيقول لك انه هيك شو بدك تشتغلي، بقول لك اختاري الخيط اللي انت بدك اياه. بس إذا أنت استخدمت خيط كتير كتير رفيع على هذا اللوم اللي هو الجوج كتير بعيد فيه حيطلع very very loose. You have to make attention for this. So some people they like this yarn and they make two yarn together. They work with two yarn. So this is one of the easiest tips that it is for the loom knitting. You don't need to follow, oh, I have to search this number and this number. No need. And also each label it show you here. Can you see? It show you this one. You can wash it with 40 Celsius. انه او هاند واشنج او لا هي ما حاطين هاند، حاطين انه ماشين واش، يمكن كنت تقدر تغسليه بالماشين. هون عم بيقول لك انه ما في دراير، نو بليتش، وما بينكوى، هذا ما بتقدري تكويه. ليش؟ لانه هذا مو 100% وول. فهذا اللي بقول لك لما انت بدك تدوري على 100% wool it is so expensive. So they gave it don't search for the 100% acrylic. No, it is mixed. That's what is all over the world. And it's mixed, not a pure wool. It is mixed. Can I have the yarn? You have it. This is the yarn. You have it. It's very beautiful. امبارح جابتهم الالوان. ما احلاهم، شوف هاللون شو حلو. This is very beautiful. And it's good for loom knitting. This is good. And the price is $3.99. شوفي، وكل وحدة، كل ليبل بيبقى عليها مثلا طريقة شغل معينة. يعني بتقدري تستغلي منها بلانكت. هي برنارد، هي very good mark براند. تقدري تشتغلي بلانكت مثلا، تقدري تشتغلي أي شيء فيها. وبيحطوا لك حتى الطريقة من جوا، بس احنا ما بننتبه على هاي الاشياء. شايفه كيف؟ بنقيم هذا بنكبه وما بننتبه شو مكتوب هون. وبقول لك كم يارد، كم فيت. انه اوكي انا بدي مثلا 2 بكفوني ولا 10 بكفوني. You understand what I mean here? See here. It's written. It is written everything. This is also number 4. هاي إذا بدك تعملي knitting with 2 needles. This is with the crochet hook. This is the instruction for the wool. Yes. Any other questions?
Yeah, I have other question.
Yes.
So is it safe for kids? Like what type of materials or tools that kids can use?
Yes, it's very safe. It is very safe. But you have to pay attention for the hook. It is not so sharp. يعني I'll give it for 8, يعني 7, 6, 7. They can know what to do with this hook. By the way, the hook it's very simple and very easy. This one is ergonomic tool. I ordered it from Amazon, and there is 2 double together, and for small gauge and wide gauge. This is very easy to grab if you want. But every set comes with, I said, every set comes with the hook and with the tapestry needles, every set. So it is safe, and it's plastic, okay? And it's plastic, no sharp thing. My one of the one, she was young. I think she was grade 3 when she started loom knitting. So it's easy to start, very easy and safe. Yes, it is safe. It's different than the needles. The needles are very sharp, and no, they might like poke anything. So this is not safe for them until they are grown up. But this one is safe. Totally safe, and will inspire them to do, oh my God, I did my hat by myself. I'm waiting for this moment. Any other question?
يعطيك العافية أمل، ميرسي
الله
كتير.
يعافيكي، إن شاء الله تكونوا انبسطتوا بهذا الدرس.
هيدا بصراحة. تسلموا حبيبتي، شكرا.
الله يسلمك، الله يسلمك. Any other question, Radwa?
So yeah, so where do you recommend us to get the material from? Like you said, I think Walmart and
Michael's. Yeah, Walmart and Michael's and online.
and online.
There is no difference, but I will tell you, like Michael's is a little bit higher, and because he has a lot of variety of yarn. And Superstore they have. My daughter-in-law, she bought it from Superstore. Only the yarn, I mean the yarn. But the tools, it's some of them available at Walmart, but the other or the expanded, it's available in Michael's and online. Now I used to order online. My husband told me he is so happy that Michael closed. I am not going to buy. So you can buy it from Amazon if you are not going anywhere, you are staying at home. Well, and you have, but by the way, Michael's, it has, as I said, variety and some brands. On Amazon or online, they have many brands. And also at Walmart, they have the normal tools. You can find it in Amazon. Variety and it's the price sometimes different. Sometimes it's sometimes it's higher. Cream. Sometimes it's higher. Sometimes it's the material or the brand name. In Canada, they are using the loop and thread, mostly loop and thread brand. It has a good material and very nice thing. And I start learning from what I have in Canada. When I used to go to US, they have different brands. And before, there is the looms that it has these pegs, you can remove it. For example, you have the broken one, you can replace it. But some of them, no, they don't have. Some of them, they have here, you can open it and make it as long as the table. You add all the looms together to make a very big blanket. It's called Boye, B-O-Y-E. I went to Walmart at Niagara Falls in US and I got it. I got from there. So in spite I have many looms, but when I read what is written on the box and I found the difference, I buy it. Not just buy it for nothing or just saying I have this and that. No, I like to learn why they did this and why they did this for what material, for what purpose. So I learn. There is also one called All-in-One. This is, I took it from downtown Toronto, but it's closed. I forgot the name, but you can find it online. This is from the same material of this one. It is big, long, and this side and this side are movable. So you can, like this one, it is movable. So you can make it forward or backward, or you have to remove it all and see. Yeah. And I ordered recently, they came up with a small number of these pigs, 2 pigs or 1 pig. So I can make this one thin yarn. With the thin yarn, I can make double net. And the double net, it depends on also the distance between here and here. if it is shorter, so the stitch will be shorter. If it is wider from here to here, the stitch will be wide and flexy. This one is expensive. I mean, the all-in-one is expensive. I don't recommend it for beginners. I recommend it for any professional purposes. But this set, as I tell, the long loom set and the round loom set, it is perfect. And for beginners and for advanced or expert people. And after like making one hat and one scarf, you will be expert. Will not tell you and say you are beginner. So any more questions?
I think, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for the information.
I hope that you enjoy this session, and I am very happy to join this conference and meeting. I am like now, I can see you are relaxed. And especially the journey I took you around in the history.
Yeah, thank you
So I want you to be relaxed in your hand now and away from your kitchen. Especially, I mean someone.
Yeah, okay. So thank you so much, Dr. Amal Sherourou. It was such a pleasure to meet with you and to deliver such important hobbies and information and your experience. So I want to remind everyone that this handcraft like program will continue every Thursday at 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. every Thursday with Dr. Amal Sherourou. And we'll continue with, and don't forget that at 3 p.m. today, we will continue with the COVID-19 conference, and we have the COVID-19 stress management by by engineer Wala Abu Leila. So welcome back, welcome, and thank you so much, Dr. Amal Sherourou. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. I hope to meet you soon. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.